From Las Vegas, it's Let's Talk News Now with Rick and Ella.
And welcome back. How much fun was that with Danny?
Yay!
I mean,
oh my goodness.
Danny
I know, right?
is just, he's got this persona that looks like bigger than life.
Yeah.
I think if he could somehow just put a little neon on him, he would be Las
It
Vegas.
would, right. Well, we should always bring in a neon jacket or a neon tie.
There you go.
Or something like that. So.
Danny, we're just kidding with you, honest. You know,
I think he would try it too.
I
mean, like, he's fun. He just hand it to him and he'll put it on.
Well, the thing I enjoyed so much about it was the fact that Danny is so pro-business at this point.
Yeah.
Because we do need help with business and with things that are going on in this community.
Oh, yeah,
and the best way to do it is to support each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's always interesting to me. Some people will tear other people down. Other people will try and help build somebody else up. And Danny's one of those people that will definitely help build people up. So if you get a chance, this being Tuesday evening, please join us at Danny Vegas's Mixer. And it's going to be absolutely a lot of fun. I got to go back to something, ladies.
Sure.
We were talking a little bit ago, actually at the opening of the show.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Sandusky
Mr.
trial.
Sandusky.
Yeah, well,
Well,
okay. Can you at least, okay.
A little bitter.
Yeah, the point is this. Actually, Valerie, you brought up a point that, you know, sometimes
break,
when it comes to these cases where we think they're a slam dunk, the evidence doesn't look really good, and yet there can be a change in how a case will come out. We've seen it with the Casey Anthony case, but the late Michael Jackson was also accused of, you know, being inappropriate.
Yeah, he was.
In the way he would interface with children. I'm not sure that there's a direct correlation here, but I can see your point was
No,
really
I
this.
mean, Michael really felt he was innocent. Like, they really they really believe they're innocent. I think he is innocent, honestly, but
Being Jackson's innocent.
Jackson.
Right.
My boyfriend, just so you know. He believed and he probably really innocently was sleeping with kids and, you know, whatever it is that he was getting accused of. But this gentleman here that we're talking about, nobody knows him. They don't know his track record or anything like that, and we're getting to know him, right?
Right.
yeah.
So-
But you know what though? I mean, I can understand that it is something that they think is okay, especially if it's been done to them. So obviously you've grown up with thinking, okay, it must be okay if an adult I trust is doing
So you're
it.
drawing the.
However, no,
Okay, all right.
no. It's inappropriate. It's not your child.
It's not, yeah.
Especially if it's one thing to do to your child, but it's somebody else's child. You do not have that person's permission. Would you go up to a parent and say, can I touch your child? Can I climb into bed with your child? Can I shower naked with your child? The parent would look at you as in like, what
No,
is it
you
you're
wouldn't do that
asking
because
me?
you're wrong.
Right. So if you cannot say it out loud, 10 to 1 in your mind somewhere, you know it's wrong.
That's very good.
Yeah, I was just saying
I like
that's
that.
interesting. It's that whole thing. If you can't say it out loud, then it must somehow be
Wrong.
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
If you couldn't
I agree.
interject it into a conversation like we would have,
I agree.
then you'd be able to do that. That was insightful.
But then also, Michael Jackson never went off and did interviews here and there. I mean, he had his plea, like, you know, this and that. He had his little confession video, but he was sincere about it. You know what I mean? And this guy's, like you guys are mentioning, he's going around interviewing with different folks.
Well, the thing is, the interviews that he's done, he's just really. When I said the word innocence earlier, what I was referring to is not that he is innocent, nor that his actions are innocent, nor that he is not guilty, but it was just almost this unbelievable naive approach to talking with the media, to trying to explain himself or trying to explain it away.
Why it was right, why he did it.
And then one of the things I couldn't.
Was he trying to convince us?
Well, you know, there
I
was.
don't know, it didn't come across that way. It kind of came across as in, this is what I did. But still, it's like, come on, look at what you did. Because, you know, there's some sort of pedophiles that are just creepy. Like, really, they'll creep a grown person out. But
So is he sounding like it's not a big deal? And he's
Actually,
telling them.
one of the statements that he made that I was just completely taken back by was, well, I've helped a whole bunch of kids. You know, I didn't feel this way about all the kids. I didn't, interface inappropriately with every one of the kids. Well, okay, if you interfaced inappropriately with one,
That's one too many.
You're done right there.
Right.
So, as now that that this is all gone and the defense is done, and it just amazes me. And he would just say these things so almost nonchalantly. His tone of voice and everything was just beyond amazing. As to what was processing or not processing upstairs.
It's got to be. Something's got to be missing. But that's the thing. Anything to do with vulnerable people it's.
That's a scary thought, to have your kids with someone and you don't even know if something's missing upstairs.
Right. Right.
I
And
mean,
lots of people.
how do you trust people then? How do you trust where your
you
kids
can
are?
get paranoid, right?
And that becomes
I
the real
would
thing
be.
is for parents to make sure that you're interfacing,
coffee.
and even with children and so on, is to make sure that you keep the people around them and keep them safe
Yes.
and secure. I don't believe in being paranoid, but I do believe that a little bit of common sense helps. Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after this.